Hello and welcome to this week's coffee vlog. It is now January the 15th, Friday the January the 15th. It's nearly 6 o'clock and I'm heading home. And it's got chuffing cold of late. But currently, well, it's supposed to be 1 degrees, but it was starting to, it was getting very sparkly on that car park there. We've had a bit of rain and I think it's starting to freeze over now. So it has been cold. We've managed to avoid snow this week in my little corner of Yorkshire anyway. So that's been good for me really, because I'm not a big fan of driving in snow. I don't mind snowboarding on it, but driving it, it's a different matter. I don't know if we're going to get any more this weekend. We had a bit of sleety rain this afternoon, and then it's, like I say, it's cleared up now, but the temperature's dropping, so it's going to freeze over instead. This week at work has been a lot less manic, thank goodness. Everything's steadied out, certainly as far as the sort of the eBay, PayPal sort of orders. So I've managed to get caught up with all of that, and the iCarbon stuff came in Monday, which was fantastic. It was a busy day. Monday was just getting all that backed up orders out, but they all cleared out now, so everyone should be happy about that. And yeah, other than that, I've just been keeping on top of what I've had coming in and getting on with some much needed back end work. We've had a load of green coffee in. So I've had a load of new listings for different origin coffees, and I've done some various bits and pieces of work just keeping up with the main website's product listings as well, because I've been kind of ignored a bit because I've been so busy with other stuff for the last month and a half or whatever. So just trying to put some new fresh listings up and update content on products just to make them a bit more up to date and fill out the content a bit, so Google's got something new to look at and maybe get me the pages up the ranking a little bit. So well, that's been pretty good. I've been trying out, got a couple of new products that I just I tried out just out of interest really. First one was one of these app connected light bulbs. I've seen different reviews of people here and there about them, and I thought I'll give one a try. Just it was for the bedroom really. It's one of these things, you know, having to get out of bed to turn the light off, God, what a pain, and things like that. So I thought, I've seen these different light bulbs, I'll give them a try. So I managed to find on Amazon one I thought was at a reasonable price at £25. A company called Time 2 LED light bulb app connected. So pretty much the most straightforwardest thing possible. Just swap out your old light bulb for this bulb, bayonet fit, which I needed, and turn it on, and it works as a light bulb. In fact, it was very bright. I was quite impressed how bright it was. And then there's an app you download. You download the app, go into it, and it automatically pops up if you've got Bluetooth on the bulb, and they're all separately coded, so you could have a house full of them, and you can choose the individual one via the code. Obviously, you'd have to remember which code is in which room. I didn't look at, well, I've only got one at the moment, so I've not looked if you could put underneath it bedroom, living room or whatever when it pops up. But anyway, but you can individually control multiple ones because they're all coded up. And then you go into it and you've got two options. You've got a basic white light, and you're able to set the sort of colour balance, so whether it's white or it goes kind of yellowy a bit with that, and also brightness, which is quite good, so you know you can lower your brightness level. And then you can also go in and you can set a few features inside it. So one I found most useful is you can set it to turn itself off at a certain time and on at a certain time. So on a night, if you have a habit of falling asleep with the thing on, you can set it to go off at, you know, a predetermined time, much later than you normally would be up, and then you can set it to come on in the morning, so it goes off on itself, and then on the morning it comes back on again. Obviously, you've got to leave the light on at the switch for that to work. It can't function if you turn it off at the switch. But that is a quite handy feature, I thought. I quite like that idea. You could go in and do that as well. And then aside from the white one, you can go into an RGB mode, and then you can choose all the different colour variations, have it change different colours, which again work pretty well. You can go through and change all these different colour settings, and you can set it on like a disco mode. I think there's a music mode, so I don't know if the music has to be playing off your phone though, or if the bulb hears the music. I'm not sure about that, but you can set it in and it's supposed to then change colour to musical rhythm or whatever. Not that I've got involved with that, but just setting different colour variations is quite good. I found dimming it with like a light blue setting is quite a nice evening colour, just a bit of a blue. But yeah, it worked really well for the price. Found maybe a bit glitchy or buggy. Sometimes when you first go into it, it won't let you change anything. And there's an on-off switch within the app as well. It's handy again if you just want to turn it off from the app. So there's an off switch. I found sometimes it won't let you do anything, and then I turn it off and then turn it back on again, and after doing that it seems to like kick it into life, and it'll let me change all the things via the app thing. So every now and again, generally it seems to be, you know, first time on a night after being out all day or whatever, and go in and start meddling with it. It's like it's kind of lost its connection and it's waiting a while to connect again, but it worked all right. So that's quite good. So time to app connected bulb. I'll drop a link below if you want to have a look at one of those. Like I say, not really seen reviews on different bulbs before, not tried one, but yeah, quite impressive, quite handy. Like I say, for those little things, especially like for a bedroom bulb, it's great just that you can turn it off with your phone on and off, and set it to turn itself off when and back on again in the morning. The other thing was, one of these pains, of course, at work I'd been using the cinema display, which had a MagSafe 1 charger. Obviously my MacBook Pro Retina is a MagSafe 2, and I got one. You can get these little converter blocks that converted it over. I've been using that for the last couple of years that I've been using that. But eventually it started to go wrong, basically. I noticed first off what happened was the MacBook just shut itself off completely one day around lunchtime. I was like, oh, and evidently it had not been charging. And what I'd realised, it was either it wasn't charging, but it knew it wasn't charging and told me that. But sometimes it would come on with a amber light on the plug for the charger, and the Mac thought it was charging, but it wasn't. So it was in full power mode, but running off the battery. And that's why I was getting these shut-offs, because it still thought, right up until it ran out of power and died, it was on. It was running on mains power and not battery. So anyway, and what had happened is, I think one of these sort of MagSafe converters, I think I've seen before, there's been problems with it. It looks like one of the connectors from the power MagSafe 1 into the MagSafe 2 is shorted at some time, and that's affected it, so one of those isn't working right. So sort of unplugging and plugging and twisting around was helping, but it wasn't getting me anywhere too far. So I thought, I'm going to need a new one of these chargers. So, and your first thought is obviously go to Apple, because you don't want to get some dodgy third-party one that fries your MacBook. So I was looking at the MagSafe 2 Apple ones, and the reviews on the Apple website are horrible, absolute horrible. Really, so many people saying, oh, it's a terrible product, died within a year and a bit, died within 2 years, some only lasting weeks and then going pop. And just general lots and lots of really bad reviews, because it's £65, it's an expensive charger. and you expect it to be, you know, lasting a very long time, but no, they're all terrible reviews. I see, I got a MagSafe 2 with the MacBook, but I need one at home as well, so I needed a second one. I just kept the one that came with it at home and used the work cinema display one. But evidently that's gone out the window now. I wasn't going to buy another of those blocks because I think it's also affected the supply connector. So I kind of ruled myself out of the Apple ones because the reviews are so bad. I thought I may as well find a half decent third-party one at that rate. So I had a look through, and there were a lot of third-party ones that obviously got bad reviews, that they were in pop within weeks of getting them. Obviously less money, but still, you don't want to buy something and then have it die fairly quickly. So I had a look through, and I found one from a third-party seller, which was, it's still expensive, £45, but it at least got good reviews that it worked. I forget what the name of it is now, but I'll drop a link to it below. But the party trick for it as well was it's got a USB charger port in the brick bit of the power converter, so you're not just getting a Apple MagSafe 2 charger, you've also got a USB charger while it's running to charge something else by USB. So at least you got an added benefit to it, and like I say, all the reviews were positive. You know, there was no one said it had died within weeks or whatever else, so I thought I'll give that a try. The only slight negative that some people were giving was it came with an American 2-pin plug, or an identified 2-pin plug as some people put, but it is, because it did come with it on mine as well as a American 2-pin plug, which is interesting that Amazon hasn't picked up on that yet, because they are very, very keen on everything being sold on there, certainly via as the UK site, and this was from a UK, well, it's from Amazon Prime, so they've got stock of it in the UK, having the correct British moulded plugs fitted. So at some point I imagine someone at Amazon's going to realise that, and it'll get pulled because of that, and all the stock will go back to whoever sent it to them. Although that'll be a shame, because it works perfectly, and it's only a figure-of-8 plug-in to the power brick, so you're not forced to use that cable. If you've got any figure-8 power cable with your normal 3-pin plug-in, you can use it. Obviously you can buy a plug adapter if you so feel, or you can do what I did, because you're a bit ghetto like that, and you just cut off that horrible American one and connect up your live and your neutral into a new plug. Did that worked fine as well. I got some spare of those figure-8 ones, and obviously you could use I think your Apple figure-8 might do it, although it's a funny connector, isn't it? So, but anyway, so far it's been working fine, and it charges the MacBook Air at home, and I've also got an extra USB charger, which you can never have enough of those when you've got lots of USB charge gadgets hanging around. So got that as well, and I'll just drop a link to that. So if anyone needs a MagSafe 2, I'd suggest going for that, not Apple's one. Save yourself 20 quid and get a USB charger at the same time. Bargain. Also, we have had, surprisingly this week, because 9.2.1 I think beta's been batting around, all of a sudden 9.3 came out in beta with this new f.lux hacking, f.lux nicking mode, the night mode, as it were. So, oh, it's very frosty around here, isn't it? So yes, I've got, no, I haven't got it, because I've not bothered yet getting 9.3, but it is out, and I thought about it again, you know, but I think I might wait till iOS X is out. Will it be iOS X? I don't know. Or will it just be iOS 10? Because, you know, I'm quite happy with my phone as it is at the moment, and I've got just worried it's going to cock it all up somewhere, because betas do tend to do that. And I'm not sure there was enough this night mode, which is a blatant copy of f.lux, a jailbreak third-party tweak, looks alright, but I don't think there was anything else in it for me particularly, so I probably will give it a miss. I mean, I might not. I might install it, but I don't have got time really, too many things to do. So anyway, that's it. I'm back home and it's a bit cold out here, so I'm going to get in the warm. So enjoy your weekend and next week, and I'll catch you another week's time on the coffee vlog. See ya!